Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Bengals at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here That would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Here we go, here we go. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Burrow on play action, eluding the pressure right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
I think you're right. Early in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
So they're able to win their drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Here's Mayfield. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mayfield. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Once again, they run with Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session, because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And laid down to 3 at 13-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's more. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Thomas brings it in.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now Mayfield. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
Finding more on the out route for the completion.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. McCaffrey on the counter. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. They're going to look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out. Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago. But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
11 MT, hey, stop.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mixon will try the right side. Room here to run. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone from Bengal TD. Joe Mixon halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Got
got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot for the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Mayfield to throw it. Open man is Higgins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they'll bring it down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Fourth down, Mayfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Running left, it's Mixon. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
11 empty.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. The sack cost them only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand.
Here we go.
Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here we go with Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Panthers will get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So just nowhere to escape the pressure that time. He goes down for a safety, and that should all but do it here in this one.
Yeah, they put up a good fight, but you're right. Now they have to kick it away, and this one definitely looks like a lost cause.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Mixon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Second and 11 now.
11 empty.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
The Chargers will retreat into an excellent game. They kept up on that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Bengals, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.